All right, man. There's some Derrick Rose trade rumors, some news on LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball stock could be dropping due to a broken jump shot. Let's talk about it. We back, Murder City Sports Talk. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Check out the Detroit Piston Talk playlist for more videos like this. And I start off with Derrick Rose. According to Bleach Report, many believe that Derrick Rose will be moved at some point this season for the Pistons. Next season, I guess 2020-21 season, if it is one of those seasons next year. They said basically Derrick Rose could have been traded at the deadline this year, and he could have helped the LA Lakers or the LA Clippers or a team like that get over the hump. My whole thing is this. I would have traded Derrick Rose at the deadline, most definitely. They made the same mistake a couple years with Blake and Andre Drummond. They should have traded both of them at the deadline and started to rebuild over. But my whole thing about Derrick Rose, trade him at the deadline. If you can get a first round draft pick, which another publication, I think it might have still been Bleach Report, said they could have got a first round draft pick, a late one last year for Derrick Rose. I mean, at this point, Derrick Rose didn't end the season off healthy, so you can't really probably trade him during the offseason. And maybe you can trade him during the offseason. Let's say my hypothetical that I came up with, let's say the Golden State Warriors, they don't want to take, they want to trade out the number one pick. They don't see nobody they want. And, we can get that number one pick by absorbing Draymond Green's contract. And then also we can get them Derrick Rose and Luke Kennard or something like that. And they've been looking for a backup point guard behind Steph Curry, according to reports. So, I mean, so a little bit of things, Derrick Rose is a good bargaining chip. But also, if you're going to bring in a young point guard, you're going to need him to groom a young point guard. And I think you're going to need more than a half a season for Derrick Rose to show them the ropes. That's my whole thing about the situation. I want Derrick Rose here because I want Derrick Rose to groom the next point guard. Now, Derrick Rose has been openly honest about wanting to go back to Chicago and hoop there with the Chicago Bulls. Now, I think Chris Dunn is a free agent. They still got Travansky. Kobe White is and now the future there, and I think he's the present. I think he's going to be an all-star for many years to come for the Bulls. I love me some Kobe White. But, when the last person that openly talked about leaving Detroit and came waiting to be a free agent, Andre Drummond, they waited too late to trade him. He refused to sign the extension. He refused to commit in a handshake agreement to opt into his player option, and we got 2 second-round picks for him. So my whole personal opinion on it is this. At this point, if you draft a point guard, you know what I'm saying, keep Derrick Rose. Let him play out his contract. And he want to go to Chicago, go to Chicago. If you bring in a Spencer Dinwiddie, then I wouldn't mind you moving Derrick Rose at some point. It makes no difference at that point because you got a veteran point guard. There ain't nothing he can teach Spencer Dinwiddie that Dinwiddie already don't know about the National Basketball Association, you feel me? So that's kind of where I'm sitting at it at. But remember, Derrick Rose, he don't want to leave the Midwest. He wants to be in Chicago. Derrick Rose is kind of, to me, like, he's soft. I'm just going to keep it real. Like, when he went to New York, he started missing practices. He was a no-show because he missed being in Chicago. Like, dude, what is you, like 2 years old? You know what I'm saying? So Derrick Rose, he didn't want to be traded last year. That's one of the reasons why the Pistons didn't trade him. He didn't want to be traded. He didn't want to go all the way to LA and be away from Chicago too far. He didn't want to go nowhere. He didn't want to go to Portland. He didn't want to go to New Orleans and nothing like that. Derrick Rose wants to be in Chicago. That's what he loved. He feel that, he can't be away from Chicago. He can't be away from his family or none of that action. Don't forget his nephew or his cousin, Dwayne Rose, he plays at the University of Detroit Mercy. So Derrick Rose does not want to be away from the city of Chicago. That's why he played in Minnesota. That's why he played in Detroit. That's why he played in Cleveland. He wants to be close to Chicago. And to me, that's just like, that's sissified to me. Like, that's just being soft. Like, dude, you got to make business decisions. If you want to be in Chicago, then retire. I understand that Adidas contract is paying you well. I truly do. But if you want to be at home so bad, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? Go ask Chicago Bulls for a front office job. Chicago should have never let you go to begin with. But they did. And they did for a reason. So my best guess is they do trade him. It had to be Chicago until Milwaukee. Because he said he did not want to go to the Lakers. But then again, he said he want to be somewhere and win a championship. You're not going to be in Detroit and do it. You're not going to be in, Cleveland and do it, and Minnesota and do it. And right now, Chicago ain't trending towards the championship team. Maybe Milwaukee is close and they can use a Derrick Rose, going into the next NBA season. But, like I continue to say, and I'm gonna say this again, man. You know, if you want to win, go out to LA. They want you. But if you're gonna be in Detroit, we need you to groom the next young point guard. So I don't have no issue with him playing out his contract and then going back to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Because his contribution his contribution gonna be bigger on the next point guard coming to Detroit. Talking about the next point guard coming to Detroit. A couple scouts feel that LaMelo Ball probably gonna fall in the draft due to a broken jump shot. His concerns that he shot 25% from three over there in Australia, and I think they got a college 3-point line over there as well. So they believe that his jump shot is broken and that he may kind of fall in the draft. So, like I said before, his jump, and they kind of compared him to the other dude from like Israel, the other top 5 Euro talent. He shot really bad in whatever league he was playing in. They said his jump shot is fixable. So they don't believe LaMelo Ball's jump shot is fixable. But his brother shot very, very well last year. And one of his issues with his brother was his brother had injured his knee and didn't tell nobody again. And that kind of hurt his game. So they basically saying that they don't believe LaMelo Ball jump shot is fixable. Schematically, it's better than his brother's. It's not like he's swinging it across his body. And his brother shot over, 40% from three this year. You know, so, I think, I'm not really concerned about that. Jason Kidd did come into the league with a jump shot. They called him Ace and Kidd. So many people put preference over, shooting the ball now. There's been a lot of great players that didn't shoot the ball well coming to the league. Michael Jordan, he wasn't shooting the ball particularly well, but eventually he built his mid-range game up, built his three-point game up. Jason Kidd was another one. Gary Payton didn't particularly shoot the ball that well. So they think if you can't shoot the ball, that you can't develop that. You know what I'm saying? You can develop that. You can develop a jump shot. You can work at it. You know what I'm saying? We're not expecting for him to come in and be Trae Young or Luka Doncic, year one and fill it up. But he does some other things well. He got prototypical height, length. If Dwayne Casey, I can't stand Dwayne Casey, but if they can get him to defend between him, Diambo, and they keep Christian Wood, that's a lot of length on the floor. He can facilitate. He athletic. He can attack the rim. He does a lot of the other things, but if they think in the Steph Curry era, if you can't shoot, then you can't play. That's not true. It's a lot of great guards came out of New York, couldn't shoot for shit, but they was really great guards. So, he may slip, he may not slip. This may be somebody's opinion. This may be a scout's opinion trying to deter other teams away, but I'm still taking them. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if we don't get LaMelo Ball, there's a lot of other great point guards or potentially great point guards here. Cole Anthony, Killian Hayes. The kid from Iowa State, that's a point guard from France I've been looking at. That's probably going to go later. He pretty good. Some of these Michigan State Sparty fans think Cassius Winston could be pretty good. So Tyrese Maxey's another combo guard out there that got a lot of talent. So it ain't the end of the world if we don't take LaMelo. Can LaMelo bust? Anybody can bust. People thought Marvin Williams, who came off the bench for the Carolina Tar Heels, was going to be a good player. He went number 2 overall, and he was an absolute bust, but he's still cashing them NBA checks, you feel me? So I'm not knocking him for doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But, it's a chance that anybody can be a bust. Brandon Roy was trying to be one of the best NBA players of his time. He got injured. So injuries can happen. But once again, when you take LaMelo Ball, you getting star power. You getting national televised games. You're going to put asses in the seats, but that's secondary, and that's third, and that's fourth, that's fifth, that's all that. Our primary thing is to win. And they believe the kid from Iowa State is to win. If they believe the USC James Wiseman Center is to win, they believe the foreign kid is what's to win. I'm with whatever Troy Reaver with, because I trust his acumen. If he believe RJ Hampton is where we need to go, wherever you want to go at, I'm gonna trust his ability to assess NBA players and prospects. So but close out about LaMelo jump shot. I mean, you can develop a jump shot. You can fix his jump shot. I mean, every time I see him play, he shoot the ball pretty well. So that's what the NBA about, is working on your game, getting better. Derrick Rose didn't come into the league with a great jump shot, but he developed a respectable jump shot. Jason Kidd developed a respectable jump shot. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is always looking to follow trends. Nobody's always looking to make the new trend in the NBA. And I'm interested to see it with the video game type of three-pointers they taking. Where does the NBA go next with the new trend? So, will it be the reemergence of the big man? Could be. Or something else I can't fathom. I don't know. But hey, let me know what you think about the Derrick Rose rumors about trade. I'd rather prefer Derrick Rose train the next point guard and groom the next point guard. But hey, if we get Spencer Dinwiddie or a veteran point guard to come in and play, he can leave. It makes me no difference. And let me know what you think about the reports about LaMelo Ball having a broken jump shot. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my social media links in the description. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate is to share the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Don't forget, check out the channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news, entertainment right here on YouTube. That's Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.